Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aboudoubaki Boukari. I'm Awesome Africa TV host and producer. The show that gives Africa rising stars, both on the continent and its diaspora, the opportunity to share their stories, their challenges and successes, as well as their goals for the future. Today, we are pleased to welcome Madame Catherine Warren, aka Kedi Rose, who is a host and a producer of a talk show called The Next Chapter, where she discusses shade of grade with her guests. During our talk show, Madame Catherine will be sharing with us her background, her professional experience, and we will talk about her trip to Ghana, especially in northern Ghana, Tamale, to assist the 2025 Cultural Oneness Festival with the Harlem Tourism Organization. Finally, we will conclude with her marketing workshop and how to use social media effectively as a business owner or an artist. To start off, Madame Catherine, that's the second time I have you in my show. Can you please introduce yourself to our viewer? Tell me more about
Are you
yourself.
telling me your viewers don't remember me?
No, the thing is, I have new subscribers, and that's why.
I've been here before.
Yeah, I know.
But no, I'm just kidding. Thank you. I am Minister Cat, or Minister, you use my whole government name, Catherine or Kitty Rose.
Yeah.
But yes, I am a television producer where I produce a show called The Next Chapter. And in the next chapter are all these different experiences that I'm experiencing, as well as the last 3 years going back and forth to the continent, or to the home continent. We can't make it so general.
You call motherland, right?
Yes.
Okay, what inspired you to create a show called Next Chapter?
My life. You know, everything I do is a reflection of what I'm going through. And as I was making the transition from being a full-time parent to an empty nester, and then not only an empty nester, but what comes with that, menopause, life, dating, you know, me making the transition even spiritually as a minister, I knew that not only am I going through these next chapters, but so is everyone else, because life is a continuum of chapters. So I wanted to create a show that would talk about these next chapters, and that's why I say when we discuss shades of gray, because not everything is black and white,
That's
you
true,
know?
That's true. I strongly agree with you. So, as I mentioned in my introduction, last December, you traveled to Ghana, Tamale, which is the northern part of Ghana. That's not the first time you went to Ghana, right?
No, that was.
That was the first time?
Yes, because I went to Senegal and Kenya,
Yeah, in the Kenya,
but this was my first time to Ghana.
Wow, I didn't know that. I thought it's the second time. Or to assist to the Cultural Oneness Festival, right? Which brought together traditional leaders, youth, creatives, and diaspora voices from across Africa and the United States. Can you please talk a little bit about this trip?
Oh, I don't know if I can talk a little bit. So I'll do my best, because it was an amazing 7 days. As you mentioned, it was the cultural oneness. And the goal of the cultural oneness is to make one Africa. You know, we have 54 countries in Africa. And just like here in America, we have all been brainwashed. So what divides us is, even though we might culturally do things differently when it comes to like tribes and areas, the oneness, how we believe, how we relate, how we feel about each other, the Most High, whether that's Jehovah God or Allah, we all, you know, came to a oneness, and we were separated by that. So they want to stop the separation and bring us all together, so that we can remember that we are not divided, you know, that we are one, and then bringing the Americans, or bringing the Black Americans from the diaspora, diaspora back into the continent, or back home to the continent, or at least understanding that they're not also disconnected. You know, so it was a beautiful together. But they know that in order to make any type of change, we have to bring in the political powers.
Yeah.
So that was the Cultural Oneness Festival. They wanted to bring the different chiefs, the different kings from Kenya, from Botswana, from all over, so that the people could also see the people in leadership come together, and then hopefully the government will begin to fund these types of events. And how the Harlem Tourism Board came into play is because the Harlem Tourism Board started a festival called Harlem Week. They started that 51 years ago. So they are using that as like the blueprint for the festival in Tamale.
That's very, very good. That's very good. We're going to talk about what's happening over there. And I have some videos and pictures.
Okay.
You know, so our TD is going to show the first one.
Great.
And
and these were some young brothers, young brothers, 19 to 23, that took this, no, to 24, that covered this event with us.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So we're going to watch the first video, and then when you come back, you comment.
We are here for the 2025 edition of the Cultural Oneness Festival. This is the third edition. Like we always do, we're trying to exhibit the cultural commonality of us as Ghanaian people, but most importantly, the Northern Ghana side of Ghana, to propagate unity and peace, which will help us develop culturally, economically, socially, and spiritually.
Showing that the APA is a Ghana Coordinating Council. All length support whatever you be bringing that will support the movement of the APA is ready. Thank you so much.
Our screams are collected into boxes of snacks to belly full our cheese into psychological distortion. During their drunken stopper, stories were told that even the toothless child knew the light of civilization. Dawn from Africa. At a time the world was rich in darkness. Onto all pages of history.
Well, today is the day I've been waiting for. It's also the day I'm sure you've been waiting for. One Africa, one people. That is what we have come to observe here.
Cultural Oneness Festival is basically to really reenact and redefine us as an African people. Someone controls your culture, controls your world. Culture is life, and life is culture.
Gather here with a shared purpose to connect the diaspora with our ancestral homeland. Too long, geographical borders have hindered our connection.
Your mindset is your power. Person control your mind, they don't control you.
Your minds have to be creative. You have to get ready for what's here now. It's not coming. Now it's here now.
By blending tradition with technology, young people can become the guardians of our past and creators of our future. Let's keep our culture alive.
We started this 3 years ago. Some of the young people that were modeling for us have been inspired and motivated to be fashion designers themselves today.
Wow. How do you like it? Charlie in Ghana, yeah, they like that word. Okay, so I want your comment because you was there. You have this video, is not the entire video,
right.
So just tell me a little bit more about it.
Well, again, it was a beautiful experience because it was different from me. I've never been amongst chiefs and kings of different villages. So to experience that with the Harlem Tourism Board for the second time of them taking me on a trip to document the experience. You know, when we went to Senegal, it was very like fancy, you know, but you could also see the difference in the streets and the education. But in Ghana, you know, to visit palaces, but to still see in their village, it be not balanced. You know what I'm saying? Was weird.
That's why I was so happy that you went in the northern part of Ghana. It's the same thing in our countries. So the northern parts are not developed like the south.
Right.
You see, in the capital, that's where you see the good road, like here in the Bronx.
Right.
So over there, they don't have...
but even though it's not yet, or it's not as developed, the problem isn't really in the development, it's the mindset. Because if the people were almost okay with the circumstances or environment in 2025 and 2026, when the chief of this village lives in a palace and they have plumbing, you know what I'm saying? And one of the last chiefs we went to, his palace was amazing, and he had every animal, literally ducks and rabbits, like he literally had every goat. And
you see people around are poor, they live in
so
modest houses.
So it was nice to see a different way of living, but it was sad at the same time. But that was the point also, I think, because it was the point for us as service people. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't just Black Americans. It was, you know, even the young people. The young people that covered that, they're from Accra. So even for them to be in northern Ghana, they were under 25 years old. Even though they were documenting, that was still something different for them to see. So it was all about shifting the mindset to want more for yourselves.
That's true.
And for not only us to want more and bring more, but now there's opportunity because now there's opportunity for us to develop this land because now they're kind of giving it away, but they're also making Americans chiefs so that they can come back home and feel connected to want to bring the development to the
we have a lot to talk about this event, but the thing is right now we're going to take a PSA. When we come back, we'll continue.
Awesome.
So sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?